All right, we went through and we've put all the spars in the channels. We've given the goop treatment. We've pressed it on the bench to where it's really nice and straight. And if you look right down the trailing edge, it's really, really nice and straight. And if you look down the leading edge, pretty darn straight. Okay. Now, this aircraft, you can see the spar cap. Gone through and actually put the tape around there, like this. And I've given it a layer of goop through there. And the same with this spar cap. What this does is you can see on this one, the gaps are open a little bit. This allows the spar cap to be glued, and you can see this area where some of the goop had got in there. When it had done its curing, it actually pulled the spar cap closed. So what we're doing is we are taping this area off. We are going to pull some goop on here and work it right into that crack. And then right after you get that done, you're going to pull the tape off, and it leaves a nice layer of goop. And then when it cures, it pulls the gap together and really glues the top of the block in really, really nice. So that's our main goal for this, is to pull that together. So what you would do is some 5/8 inch wide tape, which is probably about 15 millimeters or so. You're going to want to put that on each side of this opening where the spar cap was put in. So I overlap maybe 6 or 8 millimeters. And the trick is you're going to want to pull this off when the goop is still wet, but make it to where you can pull it off. And again, when you get done, it looks like this. So you're able to pull that gap closed and pull those spar caps closed. So, without wasting any more time, again, not rocket science, just adding a few extra little things to this to make this build really nice. So I will go through and put a little bit of goop over that area, squirt it right down in the holes that are a little bit left over, the cracks, and then run a bead of goop over that area. And you can leave quite a bit on and push it right down into that crack on each side of that spar cap. And then come to the end and take your excess and work it right into that crack on the end. And then once that's done, you pull this off. And then you have the nice layer of goop on that edge. And then when you put the Plastidip on this airplane, we tape from this area back so the leading edge has Plastidip wrapping the whole leading edge, top and bottom, all the way back to the spars. And we do the same thing to the trailing edge. So now let's go to the trailing edge of this airplane. We'll do the same thing we did there. So we can add a layer of goop on there. This really locks the spars caps into place. And then you let it dry. As this goop cures, the goop will, again, like I said, it will take these small gaps and it will pull them closed, and it will fill that area with goop, so you don't have to worry about these spar caps not having adhesive in the cracks of them. I know when we glued them in, we put adhesive in the crack and pushed it all in. I'm just filling up any minute gap that might be left over and giving it some more strength to hold these spar caps in. Now we'll go ahead and do the fuselage same way. We'll do just the first one, and you'll get the idea after this. Definitely want to take this tape off as soon as you get done here. You don't want to let this dry. I leave a decent layer still on there. It shrinks up and goes away anyways, as far as the weight is concerned. There we go. Once it's done, pull the tape off.